It's like you have a small baby and everybody's talking about that baby and inside you're so happy about it.
And this kind of collaboration is a great example to show you how when great minds can come together, something really cool can come out.
We are SimplePlan Media, a branding and web design consultancy based right here in New Delhi, India. In the last episode of Building an Indian D2C brand, we introduced our clients, Shruti and Santosh, the owners of Amalta's Couture.
Bye-bye, Santosh. Good boy.
They've partnered up with SimplePlan Media to expand their total addressable market size from wedding wear to daily ethnic wear. Today, Shruti and Santosh have traveled from Hoskas to our office to sit down with us for a discovery session. Want to know how we do it? Hit subscribe and follow along.
The purpose of a discovery session is to understand everything that there is about the brand, how they envision the brand to be. During the discovery session, we discover everything that there is about the clients, their choices, their visual expectations, their expectations from the brand, the end goals of the brand, and how they want to take the brand to the market. Most of our discovery sessions lead to our clients thinking about things that they haven't visualized before, they haven't thought about before. So it also gives them a clarity about their brand. Why did they do whatever they did in the past? So that's our goal, for our clients to think a little bit more than what they have usually thought until now, so that now in future their brand is very aligned to what they are looking for.
So I'd like to start off by introducing the brand we have right now, which is Amalta's Couture. We established it in 2019 and it's primarily a bridal wear brand where we are trying to bridge the gap between a Chandni Chowk and a really expensive Sabyasachi or a Manish Malhotra, which is actually not reachable for majority of women. It's a premium luxury label. It's something that's reachable for people, and we have tried to create something around handcrafted and bringing the hand embroideries of India and amalgamating it with creating clothes around it.
A lot of these bridal wear for women that mostly comes, and Chandni Chowk is why she's mentioning again and again, is because all of this happens in bulk in Surat and probably at Chandni Chowk, wherein there are a lot of common designs and common products that you get to see, and a lot of women get to see the same options. However, in our case, we provide a lot of unique products which are not available outside, right? And which are just one or two pieces that we also have with ourselves. The designer wear, what you say, the unique product that you only get to wear for yourself and you feel special that way, is kind of the experience that we want to provide to the bride.
And now going forward as an expansion plan, we'd like to add another label to it and create a D2C brand wherein we offer same offerings, because our label's core is hand embroidery and handcrafted, where everything right from dyeing the product, embroidering it, tailoring it, everything is done in-house. That's where we want to give the same experience.
They have a business, they want to scale it up digitally, and they want to sell products also online. So in my mind, it didn't make a lot of sense because it will create a very big dissonance in the end consumer's mind. Most of your products are like 80,000-90,000. Now you want to sell directly to consumers and you want to play at a price point of 5,000 to 8,000.
I think a lot of brands fall into this trap. So if they are selling a particular type of product or service, they try to extend it, add more variety. But if it's not done very consciously, then it creates a sort of a negative impact.
That was a big challenge. So I could see clearly that this requires a sub-brand to be created.
To better understand our clients from a brand perspective, we bring in our creative brand lead, Gurbani. She's been leading brand design teams for the past 3 years at SimplePlan, and now it's time for her to solve the next puzzle. Amalta's Couture's new sub-brand.
My sort of observation and experience during the discovery call made me realize how passionate both the clients are about this brand. They have a lot of experience in the industry since they've been running Amalta's Couture for so long, and successfully so. And I think that combined with this sort of newfound energy of targeting a younger audience, someone who will buy clothes more often because their business is currently seasonal almost, came through a lot during the discovery call.
Initially, when we used to have discovery sessions, there used to be a lot of confusion in the minds of our customers. So we introduced another step. We now send them a questionnaire first. They fill it. They take a couple of hours. Mostly it's more than a couple of hours because our questionnaire is so long. But that's intentional.
I mean, a hell long. What big list was that? Active, passive sentences of all that question that you guys have made. But every single question that we read is also a reflection upon yourself as to what have you done about it. It is your brand, and if you can't answer those questions, then there's something lacking, right?
There are questions where we try to understand like the colors that you resonate with, the animal that you resonate with. So all these questions are just to understand the customer point of view.
During the discovery session, Yogesh and Rahul also try to understand who the end consumers are going to be. They do this by identifying the user personas of the brand.
A user persona is a group of fictional characters that mimic our ideal target audience. So whenever we are building a brand, it's for the end consumers, right? So these personas directly represent one segment of our audience that we want to build the brand for. So generally any brand has around 2-3 user personas, and what this helps us in doing is it helps us in validating the decisions that we make for the brand, understanding what the consumer's actual needs are, what the pain points are, and then this helps us in building a brand that resonates with the end consumers.
So the personas that we came up for the new brand focused on a slightly younger audience, an audience that has discerning taste, interested in experimenting, they're curious about fashion, and they also sort of appreciate what Indian handicrafts and India has to offer in terms of craftsmanship. That taken into a more modern context, I would say. So while we're calling them Gen Zs and let's say the later spectrum of the millennials, we're trying to sort of cater to people who want to experiment with fashion, people who would want to connect with a quirky, sort of unconventional, joyous brand that we're trying to build. And that's kind of what our target audience will be. In terms of demographics, it'll range from somewhere, let's say, 20 to 23-year-old, all the way to, let's say, 30 to 33-year-old.
It was such a productive session, and for me, anytime you talk about my brand, I'm very happy about it. You get asked so many questions, so many relevant questions. You also end up thinking about things that on a day-to-day basis you generally won't because you're so busy in the daily grind. When we were asked those questions, I think we were really able to dig deep down and think about what we feel about the brand, where we want to take it.
A lot of things actually became clear after the discovery session as to how to build a brand. Scaling in terms of selling a lot of stuff only meant to us was what can we do to sell more, that's it. What are people actually doing in the market probably will copy the same is what we thought also. But there is a lot more to it because of the evolving market based on Instagram, based on the website that you build, as to how internet dependent the world has become. And post the discovery session, a lot of things became clear.
Based on the feedback from the discovery session, the user personas, and the vision Shruti and Santosh have, the team gets straight into formulating positioning angles and the overall strategy for the brand.
When it came to the strategy, we started by deciding what the positioning angle is going to be. Considering it's a D2C brand, the marketing is something that we have to always keep in mind even during the branding process. We first came up with 3 different positioning angles that could work for a brand like this. We then sort of sat together, weighed the pros and cons for all 3 of them, and we finalized one positioning angle that was slightly more bold, It had a desi but chic angle to it. And then based on that, we sort of fleshed out the strategy. We kind of kept the overarching positioning angle in mind. That kind of informed everything that we did in the strategy, all the way from the purpose, mission, vision, to the values, to the pillars, to the personality, and of course, we tied the big idea back to the positioning angle, which was desi but make it chic.
In the next episode, from the insights that we've collected through the discovery session, we'll make our way to the stage where we design art direction and mood boards, which will eventually help us create logo concepts. Stay tuned for our next episode and hit subscribe. This is building an Indian D2C brand.